the first of these loops, there's a little cutoff that you can take, excuse me, to go over to a second loop, which I think we might go ahead and do. These are all fairly short. I'm not even sure this one's half a mile around, but then there's another loop that kind of bumps it up, maybe closer to a mile or so. Yeah, that would be the way back towards the playground area. And then there is another loop. Actually, we've got a few choices here. There is another little trail that goes off into the woods, which I have done in the past, but I cannot remember how far that goes. It's actually pretty cool. I think we might go that way first. And I don't know if I'm going to hit this one today, but there's a loop here that goes around. Kind of comes up in the back of a subdivision. Sometimes the dogs don't like it in the backyards there. But I think we're going to take this way. This goes off into the woods. And we'll see what we can see here. Yeah, you can see how dry this creek bed is. It's really bone dry. Might be a little moisture over there, but I don't even see any pools of water in this thing. It is extremely dry. That tree looks like it's coming down. It's already leaning against that one. Check out the base of this thing. It is almost all rotted out. Oh wow, look at that. Something definitely could live inside of that. It's like a hideout, but I wouldn't trust it. Especially with how it's leaning there. That is going to come down. And I'm also not an expert on like these vine-like things. Look, that thing is just going all the way up. I took biology, I think, in high school, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure exactly what that is. We have a number of those things. I might be talking a little bit quieter. I don't know if anybody else is out here. I think I saw somebody else on the trail earlier. So, definitely don't want to film when anybody walks by. Oops. That sounded like a horse flying or a yellow jacket. Oh, I'm out of here. Okay. I do not want to disturb him. Yeah. No, that's not the predator. Sounds like a woodpecker. Alright, I don't know if that was coming up out of the ground or that was on a flower, but I seem to have really disturbed it. Yeah, I'm a little paranoid of those, I guess I call them yellow jackets. I'm going to try to get past there now. I've been stung several times by those. And they can be somewhat aggressive, depending on what kind they are. Alright, what we got here? like this is gonna go up a little bit. I'm actually hearing branches cracking, which is not a great sound that I want to hear today. I'm hearing a lot of leaves falling, but it sounds more like some branches cracking a little bit. And I wouldn't be surprised with the dry weather. That could be a woodpecker tapping slowly. It's honestly hard for me to tell. Alright, we're actually going to head back the way we came in. I'm going to come back on this trail another time, but I have a few things I got to take care of today, but I definitely wanted to kind of come back here and take a look. It's been a while since I've been back on this trail. I have taken it around. I believe this one loops around and actually meets up with another trail. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guys, there is a tree cracking over there. Big time. Holy crap. I swear I just saw it moving. I could be wrong. I don't know, I guess I'm paranoid. I think it was back in 2015. Went with a couple friends to Zaleski State Forest over in southeast Ohio. And we did some camping over there. It was in December or January. It was very, very cold. And what I remember is that we had thunder, lightning, high wind, and then in the morning we had a snowstorm. I think we got up about 4 in the morning to try to beat it out of there. And we're taking Interstate 71 all the way back from there towards Cincinnati. And it was kind of a treacherous drive back. I forget how many inches of snow. Oh my gosh. Guys. Where is that? I don't know if there's like some kind of fruit. Or nuts falling out of there. Maybe there's squirrels up there knocking nuts down. But definitely, I cleaned the wax out of my ears. I don't want to be too close to any of that if something does go. I actually was in Miami Whitewater Forest a few years ago, just walking out there with a couple of my kids, and that day I actually saw a really big tree fall. But going back to Zaleski, when we had the high wind in the middle of the night, you could hear it roaring over the trees. And actually, while I was in my tent sleeping, I heard a huge thud, which I could only guess was a huge tree falling down somewhere nearby. So, yeah, not something I'd like to go through again. But very dry. Don't have to worry about any water crossings anywhere here. Okay guys, I'm really curious about this one. I don't know if it shows up or not. I don't know if somebody just tossed that up into the tree or how that got there, but it kind of looks like a snake skin. Or just like it molted, just like hanging from a branch. I don't know, tell me what you think that is. Again, I am not the nature boy expert on any of this stuff. We're actually supposed to maybe get some rain today, which would be great. I think not till maybe 3 or 4 o'clock. May not show up, but it's actually looking kind of dark over there. A little darker in the west. Alright, I think we're going to go around this path. Again, just for a reference, the playground area is back there. We came back over the bridge. I'm going to try to put all these videos and pictures together here some point later today and share them. I think we'll do the little elevation gain first. And we're talking elevation gain. This isn't very much, but if you're a flatlander like I am, it can be a challenge. Plus, I'm not in the best shape right now. I'm just about 61 here in another week and a half, so starting to feel the age a bit. But I still like going out into the woods. I think as long as my feet and my knees work, I'll keep doing this. Oh, it looks like maybe what's left of an anthill, termite hill. Not really sure. You can see some of the chambers. It looks like it's been run over a bit. I'm guessing maybe from the vehicles that come back and check the trails. But yeah, we're still going up. So I think we've reached about the highest point here, I think. This is where I mentioned before that wooded trail that we were on. This is where I believe that one loops back in. So again, it's not a very big one. We might have covered half of it. I'm just going to walk in the first part of it here. I believe there is a bit of a climb if you are going around from the other direction to get up here, because this is a little bit higher up. I mean, we're not talking a lot. If it's 20 to 30 feet, I'd be surprised. Alright, and then looks like this is backing up to a neighborhood. I can see part of a house back there. Today, I don't think I'm going to go that way. Trying to make good on my promise to get outside more and get some exercise. Saw my new cardiologist yesterday, and the funny thing is, my very first appointment, he said, "You know what? I don't think you need a cardiologist." So I thought that was interesting. He looked at all my results and said, you know, at your age, the narrowing that you have in your arteries is pretty normal. And he also said that I guess the little extra heartbeats that I've been found to have on occasion aren't all that out of the ordinary. Plus, I'm not really having symptoms of it. So yeah, pretty interesting. But it doesn't mean I don't need to take care of myself. And I work on losing a little bit of weight. I think this is pretty much all downhill. That's why I took the climb first. Right now we're going down as we go around this second grassy loop. And hopefully nobody's animals get out from the backyards. So I might actually be a little more quiet as I go through here. Definitely easier going down. Excuse me, definitely easier going down here than going up. I could feel my cardiovascular system working a little harder. This is what I don't like. People bringing their dogs out here, assuming that was somebody walking their dog, not cleaning it up. That's still pretty fresh. Well, the breeze definitely feels better right now than what it did. It does feel like there could be some rain or at least some showers on the way later. I can only hope. I was really surprised to see how few people are here. There is a newer part of the park down off of Timberman Ridge section, which is actually really nice too. There's a paved trail there. There's some grassy trails like this. But I kind of prefer this one. This seems to be a lot less used. Oh, wow. Look at all the grass. Seems to be like flattened down. I don't know if maybe the deer are lying down here at night. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not particularly good at finding the signs. I was watching a really neat, what was it called? The Desert, oh man, I can't think of the channel. I just started watching it today, like the Desert Wanderer or something like that. I probably got it wrong, but he was actually investigating a area, I think it was in Colorado, that might have been at one time, or was it Colorado? I think it might have been, but could have been a like an alpine level, what they called a bison jump, where the Indians may have herded bison to kind of jump off a cliff area so they'd be more easily hunted. And he was looking at all the evidence of things like teepee rings and, signs of Indian culture there, which was pretty fascinating, actually. I probably walk by things all the time and don't even realize it, what it is, which is unfortunate. I would like to learn more. A lot of that history fascinates me. We have things like Fort Hill and Fort Ancient, which are really horrible names. As far as I've been told by some archaeologists, those were never really forts, but they were kind of like gathering areas for native cultures. And, you still have a lot of the mounds that are still in existence, 1,000, 2,000 years later, which is just crazy. Pretty amazing. It does feel good getting out of the sun. And hey, if I'm rambling on too much, feel free to tell me in the comments. People do love to leave criticisms at times. Just gotta roll with it. I am who I am. The way I look at it is nobody's forced to watch, right? That's the good thing about YouTube, I guess. Some things I don't like about YouTube, but they don't make you watch it. Alright. I think that area over there was kind of like a swamp area. I'm not really seeing much in the way of water. There is some grass over there. It's a really low area. A lot of times I've normally seen standing water in that. Even lots of mosquitoes, but I'll be honest, I haven't had one mosquito today. I think it's just so dry. Oh yeah, here we are. We're coming up to the one cutoff that I showed before, which cuts over to the first loop that we were on. Yeah, this leads back. This is normally like a wet area back here. We're going to go look at it. See how much battery I left on this phone. Probably not much. A lot of times this is just full of water. That is crazy. That looks so dry. I'm not going to walk into it. I mean, there's a chance there's some mud in there. But I don't know that I've ever seen it look quite like that. I probably have some old pictures and videos where you can just see water and those plants would be underneath the water. Wow. All right. So there's that little shortcut. But we're going to go ahead and officially walk out this second loop. It gets pretty easy. Like I said, that's why I went in the direction that I went in. I went, I guess that would be counterclockwise instead of clockwise. Because if I had gone clockwise, then I would have been climbing more at the end, I guess. And I didn't want to do that. All right, we're getting a lot nicer breeze, a cooler breeze coming up as we get closer to finishing up here. I'm gonna make this a shorter walk for today, but I do want to get out here and get some more walks in, maybe do some more videos. I know I'm coming back up to where they all meet again. We just kind of did one big circle. This is where we were going uphill, and there's your entrance to the wooded trail where, I don't know if it was branches cracking or there's these big, I don't even know what they are, these big heavy things. They're not walnuts, but they're kind of yellowish green, round, fairly heavy things. I get them in our backyard a lot. I don't see any here. I did see some earlier on the ground already. But I don't know if you can tell, but there are like a lot of small leaves coming down. I think a lot of that's just from the dryness. But we're going to head back. I'm going to get out of here for today. And yeah, if I remember to do it, hopefully I will remember, I'd like to go get on the website and point you guys to the information. I don't have that with me at the moment, but if you are interested in this trail, I will point out some information on some of the Butler County metro parks. We have some pretty good park districts in the area. The Hamilton County Great Parks, they like to call themselves. I think it's greatparks.org, I believe is their website. They have a really nice system of parks. I really love Miami Whitewater. There's a few other ones that they have, quite a few actually. Some nice parks, and some good ones here in Butler County too. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Sunday, September 22nd, and I'm going to sign off for now, but hope everybody's having a good one.